Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday.
Hi, folks.
Hey.
We're all very festive tonight. I added it up. There's only 3 Wednesdays in December. So I thought, well, I'm going to use up every costume I have. So this is my Buc-ee's. Whatever.
Nice.
Buc-ee's? Really?
My Buc-ee's.
Do you have one near you, or is that from travels?
No. Actually, this one was from Texas. Nick brought it to me for Christmas a year or 2 ago because he knows I like to go to Buc-ee's.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, and okay, so we were in the airport checking him in for tomorrow, and these people next to us were getting on a flight to go from Atlanta to Vermont. It's got to be like super snowy there, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have quite the snow cover here in New Hampshire, so I'd assume Vermont does too, depending on what part of the state.
Yeah. Hi, John.
Hey, John.
Man, they've got a long road ahead of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did everybody have a good Thanksgiving?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We ate way too much.
Yeah. He got this my sister-in-law's mom. The last time he had her salad, it's that Snicker salad with the apples and the pineapple and all.
Ooh.
I mean, he'd never had that before. I'd never had that before. And he's just raved about it ever since. And she made him a little extra to take home with him.
Oh, really? It won't go bad by then?
Well, we ate it here.
I ate it.
Oh, let's say, okay, home. Gone. I thought you meant.
It's gone. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Welcome in. Okay. Without further ado, let's get started with the show. All right. See, I changed it to a Christmas theme.
I love the moon.
The reindeer are performing.
And everyone's got a hat on.
Okay, we're back to How Well Do You Know Walt after our Thanksgiving edition. Did Walt graduate from McKinley High School in Chicago? It's a yes or these are yes or no questions. I'm phrasing it differently instead of giving options and saying which one it is. So
okay.
Yeah, sure. No.
50-50.
Yes, you got the 50-50 chance. You're out of the picture.
Okay, well,
to see your hat.
Let's piece this together a little bit. When was he in Marceline, and what years of his life? Is that a big clue?
Well, I would think so.
I'm going to guess fall.
I'm with Rachel.
Although it's an oddly specific question. So
yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more schools out there than just this one, so I have a higher chance of being correct.
Well, I got to go with that because honestly, I don't know where he was in high school, if it was up. So Nick's agreeing with us. That makes me feel.
Yeah, Nick believes it's a no also. Okay, so this is kind of a trick question. Disclaimer. The answer is no, he did not. But there was an explanation to it. It was like I don't think he even graduated from high school.
That's what I was wondering.
Ooh.
So maybe he went there, but he just didn't graduate.
Right.
Oh,
he just went straight on to his dream of drawing and illustrating and
it proves the value of a high school education.
Yes,
apparently it's not necessary.
He did, Nick. He dropped out.
Wow.
We're not advocating for dropping out.
Disclaimer.
Yes. Although this show does not promote that. Was Walt Disney cryogenetically frozen?
That's the rumor.
So
and so it seems like the longer you say it, the more people believe it. But is it really true?
No, it's false.
who
That's
did
my guess.
who did we see? We saw a guy on a live stream, remember? And I honestly don't remember in what way. That was the Walt guy in that movie they did about that. Remember?
Oh, yes.
How did we connect with that actor? I know we connected somehow, or else we just watched something, but somebody.
See, the first question there,
no.
just to update you, he didn't graduate from high school. He left McKinley High School in 1918 to join the Red Cross as an ambulance driver.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he dropped out early to do that.
And he
You're
never
right.
returned to school after the war.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I knew there was an answer. I did this so long ago, I couldn't remember.
He was just a little bit too young to enlist, though. Right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
he lied.
John got kicked out of school.
Probably for fishing.
So what did we say? Yes or no about the...
Definitely not.
Okay.
Although it would be a great secret if he actually did.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? The answer is no, he was not. He was cremated 2 days after he died. So there's not even a possibility.
Some
Okay.
people were under the impression that he got frozen.
Yeah, it's that rumor that never goes away.
I remember, Mary Ellen, it was when we interviewed James' uncle, the guy who was
His stepdad.
Dreamfinder was the voice of the cryogenic Walt in that movie.
You're right. You're
That's
right.
what it was. Yeah. I forgot.
You're right. All right. Now we're on to what's their real name?
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
I heard he's going to sing. Is that correct?
Jim?
Yeah.
Okay. No, not Jim.
Not
Okay.
Jim.
I'll have to explain to you later.
I'm sorry. I thought Jim was going to sing for us.
No. Actually, too much snow skiing with the frat boys, too many incompletes. Air Force dropped my tuition assistance.
Aha.
No, Jim, that's an ugly rumor. That's not. Dean misunderstood something
Yeah.
I said to him last night.
Yeah, Rachel misunderstood. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what you...
Bing. Okay, wait a minute. Harry Lillis Crosby. Is it David Crosby, Christopher Cross, Bing Crosby, Bob Crosby, and Nick says it's Bing.
Well, that's like the only Crosby I know.
Never asked me.
David Crosby is Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Oh, sure.
Christopher Cross is Sailing. I think Bob Crosby is related to Bing.
Oh, that's right. Thanks for the reminders.
Jim says Bing.
Yeah.
I'm going Bing Crosby just because of White Christmas, and I feel like we're on a Christmas kick. So
There you go.
That's very smart.
That's good.
I really didn't do that, but that's smart.
I'm gonna go with. I feel like everybody's right, so therefore I'm gonna go with David Crosby.
I feel like you're right, so I'm going to go for a wrong answer.
Yeah, I like, then you won't think I'm cheating.
Okay, that's logical.
Oh, you can always tell Mary Ellen okay. Do what you got to do. Okay. It's
You're wrong, but okay.
Yeah.
The answer is Bing Crosby. And I really tried to disguise names in there to kind of throw you off, but that it is pretty obvious.
I'll tell you a Bing Crosby story. He was known to have a bit of a temper, and he was a member of a golf club, and the first tee was outside of the club's dining area, and he went up to the first tee, and everybody was watching him, and he turned around and backwards and drove his golf ball into the building.
Wow.
Yeah.
He wasn't a very nice man, Bing Crosby.
That's what I've heard.
Apparently not.
I'm not sure, 100% sure, but I'm sure 2 of his sons, I don't know if they committed suicide or
Wow.
Yeah, supposedly from some abuse. Yeah. Rachel, you cracked the Christmas code.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, next question. Okay, the person's real name is Peter Jean Hernandez. Is it Bruno Mars, Ricky Martin, Andy Garcia, or Julio Iglesias? And I should have blown those names up, and I didn't. I gave you 4 Hispanic people because obviously of Hernandez, so it's a little bit tougher.
I'm going to go Ricky Martin.
Okay.
Oh, now everybody's going Bruno.
Nick is going Bruno.
Shoot, I should wait.
Jim's going Bruno. John's wife says Bruno.
I trust John's wife.
Did I say Ricky Martin? Oh, silly me.
Well, you like to go for the underdog.
Yes, I'm sticking with Ricky.
You're still sticking with Ricky? Okay.
I know it's Bruno Mars now. It's
I'm going to follow the crowd on this one because I have no idea.
Yeah.
It is, in fact, Bruno Mars.
Nice.
Why
Which I like that one because it had nothing to do with his name.
I want these hats to be more popular.
Well, let's do it. Maybe every show we put on one of those hats.
Nice.
We could start a trend. Okay, the real name is Catherine Hudson, but is it Kathy Bates, Katie Holmes, Katy Perry, or Kathy Ireland?
Okay, I know the answer to this one.
No way.
I do because I don't want to. I worked with a guy who graduated with this person. I'll tell you that.
Ooh.
Yep.
Then you can't answer yet.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm about 20%.
99.99.
20%.
Nick says Katy Perry, but Jim says Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it's Katy Perry.
Oh, hey, Amy.
Hi, Amy. Amy says Katy Perry too.
Yeah.
Is that who you're going with, Rachel?
Yeah, I am. Although you could totally go for Catherine Hudson as your name. I
know.
How is it not flashy enough?
Right.
Maybe it's a privacy thing.
Maybe. It is, in fact, Katy Perry. So you said what? You have somebody that you know went to school with her?
Yeah, I work. So funny thing was, I took a second job. I don't know, 10 years ago, to earn a little extra money as a security guard. I figured that'd be an easy job, and I could handle that sitting at a desk. And he graduated with her. This Robert guy that I worked with. So
you have connections to a lot of famous people.
It seems like it.
Was this in Minnesota?
No, I believe she's from Chicago.
But did you run into this guy in Minnesota?
Yes, he moved here.
All right. Okay, we're going to start with the Disney Muppet movie Disney Christmas Carol Muppet movie. Freddie watched it. Did you guys get a chance to watch it?
Yep.
I have seen it in the past. I admittedly did not watch it this week.
Well, yeah. I wasn't going to either, but since he'd never seen it, I watched it again. What did either of you think?
I'll just say, so I didn't watch all of it, but I watched enough of it to remember what it was like. And here's I'll give it an 8 just for starters. And what blows me away about the Muppet movies always is how hard it must be to do what they do when they mix puppets in with big sets and people, and you can't see the people, and it just blows me away at all the personality coming out of these Muppets. It just for that reason alone, I love Muppet movies. Michael Caine is a great Scrooge. He fit it. It had some nice, humor that was kind of his style. And I liked what they did with the ghosts, and so yeah, definitely 8.0. It's not as funny anymore as it's seen when you first saw it. Just reality of,
Did you see it so many times?
yeah, I've seen it, I've seen it before. So definitely like it, recommend it especially if you haven't seen it.
Going back to the celebrity names, it's supposed to be a privacy thing, but they announced the celebrities' real names, so it's not much of a privacy thing anymore.
Oh,
Private thing.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
People like me that say, hey, their real name is blah, blah, blah. That's Amy's, one of Amy's favorite movies. Nick enjoyed the film. He thinks Michael Caine did a great job playing Scrooge.
Mm-hmm.
And that's for sure. At D23 in 2022, I got to see a panel on this movie. Oh,
That's cool.
that's fun.
Very
nice.
cool.
Were they like the puppeteers? Because is Michael Caine still alive?
Yeah.
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 Is he still making movies? He was doing the Batman ones.
I seem to think they've done a remake of The Italian Job, and I think he was in it.
Really? Huh.
His last ones now. I haven't seen him about much, but I seem to remember him. And as I said, they've done a remake of The Italian Job, and he was in it.
Nick says he's making films here and there. So, what do you remember of the movie, Rachel?
Well, what I love about this movie is how approachable it is. I feel like some of these Scrooge, Christmas Carol films are pretty scary and not so family friendly, like might give my kids nightmares, but this is one I can definitely watch with the kids and it's fun. I mean, Kermit the Frog is my favorite and Miss Piggy's always a hoot. So
What did you think, Freddie? That was your first time to see it.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It's roughly what Dean said there. The way they can work with the Muppets and the real person and the work that they do and how they do it's superb. I like the Muppets anyway, full stop. And I like Michael Caine, and you're right, Rachel. I've seen some Christmas Carol movies back in the day, and they are a bit scary, but this was pretty funny. And it was well done. So it was. I enjoyed it. I watched the whole lot. I enjoyed it, I must admit.
Sometimes those, you don't see the puppeteer and they're going down the street or they're in a crowd or whatever, and you've got Michael Caine there. How do you not see the person controlling the puppet? Like that part, just boggles my mind.
But of course, you cannot compare this Scrooge to the first movie we reviewed, the musical version of Scrooge with the woman.
What was her name?
Something Scrooge. There's a female name that sounded like Ebenezer, I think.
It was so bad.
I missed that one.
Oh man, you're lucky.
Amy said they brought out the Muppet characters of puppeteers. Brian Hansen was there too.
Wow,
really cool.
That's his Jim Henson's son. Yeah. That's awesome. We don't talk about that film. What was her name?
Oh man, Estella Scrooge.
Estella Scrooge.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh man.
Oh, that's scary. Okay, so next week we are going to watch Holiday Inn.
Oh yeah.
Holiday Inn. I think I saw it on Amazon Prime for sure. I tried to get it on YouTube and I don't think you can. But I think there's a couple other places you can get it.
I don't know if I've seen this.
Oh, Rachel, you'd love it.
I'm sure I would. It's got an all-star cast there.
I'll say.
You would love it. It's a classic. All
Shame
right.
on me.
So that's next week. Well, here we are. We just
Woo.
waiting for this challenge.
Oh, I forgot to buy candy bars.
Did everybody pick who they think? And you don't have to tell me, but just write it down somewhere that which candy bar you think will make it to the end.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Don't want anybody to know, but it starts with an S.
I think I know what you think it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have it in my. See, that is the real Bing Crosby in the middle.
Yeah. He doesn't look happy either.
His true colors right there.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start off with Butterfinger or Clark Bar. And I'm going to just say there are some candy bars I've never tried before. I happen to have tried these two, but if you haven't tried it, just know that the Clark Bar is very similar to the Butterfinger.
It is. I do remember at Halloween we would get a Clark Bar. That was one of the last ones you would want to eat. Just
I don't want to put anybody under any pressure, but I don't feel as if because it was called a Clark Bar that you have to vote for it.
I hadn't thought of that.
It's okay. I married into that name. It's not really.
Wait, you have a candy factory and you didn't tell us.
I know. I'm like Willy Wonka.
Interesting.
All right. John said Butterfinger. Jim said Butterfinger. Look at Amy going for Clark Bar. Way to go, Amy.
Nick's got Butterfinger.
Yeah. Oh, Nick's got Butterfinger too. 3 Butterfingers and a Clark Bar.
Butterfinger for me.
Same.
Same for me too.
6.
But to be honest,
I have
don't
never
even love
tasted
them.
either, so I can't even.
Oh, really?
No,
What?
Oh,
I've never tasted either. You don't get them back home. Like if you do, they're called something else. But so I can't. It would be very unfair for me to vote.
Well,
so it looks like Butterfinger's got 3.
You want
Amy
a fresh?
likes them both. I do too.
Yeah. The fresh ones are so much better. You know, you can get a Butterfinger that's old and chewy. It's not as good,
No.
but the fresh ones.
That's what I like about Halloween when the candy comes out, because I think that it must be fresh, that all that candy's out for Halloween.
That's true.
May not be true, but I feel like it is.
Huh.
Clark bars were made in Pennsylvania.
Interesting.
It's where Hershey's is.
Is that who makes Clark bars?
No, I don't think. Well, maybe.
So Pennsylvania's big on candy bars.
Pretty sweet.
All right, Mr. Goodbar or Goo Goo Clusters. Now, I've never tried a Goo Goo Cluster, but they're similar to Mr. Goodbar, just thicker. When Freddie and I went to Nashville a couple of years ago, that's where they make the Goo Goo Clusters. And they were everywhere.
Huh.
You tried one, right?
Yeah.
So you have had at least the Goo Goo Cluster.
Yeah, it's quite very nice. My mate's sister took 2 boxes. She was over on holiday and she took 2 boxes home with her.
Really?
Yeah. But she's a chocoholic.
Nick, Amy, and John all picked Mr. Goodbar.
Well, much more familiar with the Mr. Goodbar, but boy, the Goo Goo Cluster has me intrigued. The name makes it sound better.
There's 4-1, is it?
Well, I was intrigued, and it's a elevated version of Mr. Goodbar.
Yeah. You can get that, and
now I see them at like Cracker Barrel and other
Barrels,
places now.
Okay.
So they branched out. They're not just in Nashville anymore. Okay, so far it's 4 Mr. Goodbars.
What's Rachel saying?
Also Mr. Goodbar, because I haven't tried the Goo Goos.
Yep. I guess that's the same here. No Goo Goo. Goo Goo's
Freddie's the only
here.
one to pick Goo Goo.
I go for only because I've tasted it. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe you that it's better. I do believe you.
Wonder if there was a lawsuit since both have goo in it. Oh,
Interesting.
that's very observant.
I
Nick.
had
Never would have
Yeah.
thought of it. Turtle Bar or Reese's?
There's going to be some hard ones.
This
Turtles.
is easy for me. I love a Reese's.
You know, the thing is, if I had to say for the rest of my life, you can only have one or the other, it's going to be Reese's because that's what you have more often. But those turtles are darn good.
So, Nick, John, Jim, and hi, Jilly. Mr. Goodbar for Jill.
Hi, Jill.
That's good, Jill, because it moved on.
I haven't tasted.
A
But I
turtle.
do like Reese's. I've had a few of those, I can assure you.
But you've had a turtle, right? Like.
Yeah, but it was a pet.
No.
Oh, sorry. How did you know that?
Not turtle soup. No.
Explain to him what a turtle is.
Oh, my.
It's got a hard shell and 4 legs. And
Not
keeps
that
it-
one. Not
No.
that one.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's got, is it pecans? Pecans are in it?
Yes. And
Yeah.
and like caramel.
Caramel.
And
It's hard
chocolate.
on the teeth, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. Amy's going Reese's.
Got to be Reese's. It's just,
Nick laughed at you. I'm actually going the same way. You know,
Yeah.
a turtle is very rich. It's just like an occasional thing.
exactly.
It's like you find it in your Christmas stocking.
Yes.
It's a special treat.
Yes. Okay.
Although what's weird about Reese's is they taste different in different shapes. It's like pasta.
I have to agree with you because when they do like the Christmas trees, there's a lot more peanut butter filling in them
Oh, yeah.
than that flat one.
Or the shorter, like the smaller ones, but they're taller.
Yes.
They're different. The ratios are different. It changes the whole thing.
You're right. So turtle soup is chocolate and caramel base.
Who knew?
In some worlds. I don't know. Oh, he's
Um,
just kidding. Oh, we thought you meant it.
Do you like
Jill's
the
full of
dark?
turtles?
Oh, good for Jill. Have you had the dark chocolate Reese's? I really like them.
Yeah, and I'm normally a dark chocolate person, but I don't like it with the
Oh,
peanut butter. I don't know what
I-
it is. I'm with Rachel. Like it depends on the form of Reese's. Maybe if I had it in the thicker peanut butter, it would offset the bitter dark chocolate. I don't know. What did you vote on?
Reese's.
Okay, so
think Reese's is
that
it.
one's moving on.
moving on. Sorry, Jill.
Sorry.
The turtle soup can go with the bird's nest soup as well.
It'll go with Jill. Twix or KitKat?
Oh, this is a hard one for me.
That's
'cause,
hard.
like,
Oh man.
This is easy for me. I
there
could
can
eat
only be one
KitKat.
answer. I love the two of them, but Mary Ellen knows what one I'm going for.
It's
because
not even close.
it's not even close, but KitKat, I just love KitKat. Like I like Twix as well, don't get me wrong, but
Oh, John's going with KitKat too. Oh, Amy
Yeah.
says it's a hard one.
it's
but
a
John-
hard one, but I'll go with KitKat.
Break me off a piece of that KitKat bar.
Yeah.
Amy
So-
went with KitKat.
Rachel's Kit Kat, right? Oh man, everyone's Kit Kat. And yes, I love Kit Kats. I just had Kit Kats.
I think they taste different too. They do.
I think the right Twix tastes different than the left Twix, right enough.
Jill's going with Twix.
I might have to go with Jill on this one. Man, Twix are good.
I'm going with KitKat also.
Okay.
Oh,
I love them both. I like both.
I like both, but they definitely changed the recipe in Twix. So I would say KitKat, said Nick.
Mhm. I'm going Twix just because.
I think you got a better. What can I say?
Ratio.
Not so much back home. It's pretty. It's like Oreos. You walk into a supermarket over here on Oreos, and there's a whole row with different flavors of Oreos. Whereas back home, you get one. You
Yeah.
get the one, and you dunk it in milk, and that's your lot. I'm afraid. But
You know what though?
You get the back home. You sometimes will come out with an orange flavor bar, a KitKat, or the white chocolate.
Yeah.
Very very seldom. But over here they've got so big a collection of KitKat and different.
That's true. They've got birthday cake and
yeah,
it just all kinds of flavors.
We're so spoiled here.
Well, I tell a lie. They do birthday cake version of Oreo as well, because my grandkids love them.
First world problems. Milky Way or York Peppermint Patty?
I'll tell you, my wife would say the York, but no doubt I'm going Milky Way. Love Milky Way.
They have wasabi KitKat. Ooh.
Ooh, that does sound a little odd.
Ooh. Wasabi anything. Ooh.
That's to scare your children away from candy.
It scared me away. Never mind, Mitchell.
No.
That's what you have when you have a cold. It will clean out the sinuses.
Mm.
Oh, John's going with York.
You see, I like both. I've tasted, but the Milky Way back home is different than the Milky Way you get here. It's soft in the middle. There's caramel in that one. There's no caramel in the one back home. It's just light.
That sounds like Three Musketeers.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
And it's lovely. But so is I like the York as well. So
hi Works. Welcome in. She wants both.
Wow, York is running away with it.
I'm going to have to go for York rather than the Milky Way you get here.
Okay.
Because it's different than the one back home.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Yorks, and Jill went with Milky Way, and John went with frozen Milky Ways.
What about Rachel?
Oh,
I am definitely York.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim likes frozen York.
Interesting.
I've never tried that. I want York also.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah. I don't mind that they won, but Milky Way is good.
I think the only time these days I have a Milky Way is at Halloween, and I pick through my grandkids' baskets and grab one.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they're a little harder to eat.
See, back home, Dean, they're so soft. I mean, the filling is so soft. There's no caramel in it. It's just a lovely light filling,
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving on to Heath Bar or Skor.
Is the photo you have on the right there, like just to show how similar they are?
Yeah.
I had to do that because I couldn't find one with just Skor in it.
Oh.
But yeah, they are the same. I mean, they aren't the same, but they are technically with the what do you call that in the middle?
Yeah, it's a hard.
Is it like a nougat?
Not nougat.
Is it
No.
caramel?
No.
It's close to caramel, but it's like
What's that word?
Caramel.
No, it's not caramel.
Toffee.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Amy. It's toffee. Both of them have toffee in it.
Toffee.
Okay, so Works went with Skor.
I can't go away either because I haven't.
John went with Heath.
I haven't sampled either or.
Nick went with Heath. Okay, you're gonna have to keep score on this because it's 2 and 2 now.
Okay.
Jim picked
Skor.
Hold on. I see 3 Heaths here. There's 3 Heaths, 4 Heaths.
Yes, I haven't gone down. Amy picks Heath. John's all about it. Jill picks Heath.
So I
Yeah.
figure
I don't
Heath.
really see Skors around here.
Well, I'll tell you the difference as a connoisseur. The Heath bar is probably going to win here, but the Skor tends to be a little less sticky to the teeth, a little more crunchy. I have noticed that. So for that reason, I will pick a Skor, although I realize Heath's probably going to.
Heath bar and coffee ice cream. Yes. That sounds really good.
So it tastes a bit like a Rolo sweet. Is that what you're saying?
Not really. That's softer. It's hard, you know.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
And I thought Skor was dark chocolate. No?
No.
Okay.
Heath got it then.
All right. Heath bar moves on. Snickers or Mars bar?
I've never had a Snickers. I have never heard of a Snickers.
What?
I'm just kidding. I figure
Blasphemy!
Freddie threw out the S there, so I'm going to go along with this joke.
He says as he Snickers.
I'm telling you, watch this space. They're going to change Snickers back to the original name.
And tell them what the original name is.
That's right.
Marathon was the original. Back in the UK,
Marathon.
Snickers was known as Marathon Bar for as long
Interesting.
as I can remember.
I bet it would taste really good after a marathon.
Yeah,
It really would.
it would.
Nick went with Snickers. Works went with Snickers. John went with Snickers. Jilly went with Snickers. Amy goes with Snickers. And Jim goes with Snickers. You know,
I have to go with Mars Bar.
really?
Wow.
I love Mars Bar. I love both. Don't get me wrong. I love Snickers with some apple and pineapple and fresh cream and
That
pecan
salad.
nuts.
That's the salad that she
This-
made him.
But
Oh.
you know,
It's not a salad, by the way.
I have
Yeah,
to go
that's-
with Mars. I love Mars. Like, you know, it's like everything else. It used to be a big bar, and now it's getting smaller and smaller. Like your tins of sweets at Quality Street and Roses at Christmas time. Everything's getting smaller, like and the same price, or they put it up.
Right.
That's just a wee whine. Sorry, folks.
He's ranting.
I'm just ranting there about it.
Yeah, shrinkflation is real.
It is real.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
unless one of you guys want to be with Freddie in the Mars bar, I think Snickers
No.
moves on.
Snickers all the way.
Okay. Baby Ruth or 100 grand bar?
I remember as a kid, I also wasn't excited about a Baby Ruth in that Halloween trick or treat bag, but 100 grand. Oh yeah, I gotta go with 100 grand.
What's in that one?
It's Rice Krispies, I think, and caramel and chocolate.
Yeah. Works goes with 100 grand.
Is the Baby Ruth coconut?
No.
Nope. It's
What is
big
that
on
one?
peanuts, nougat, caramel, chocolate. Don't they all sound alike? It's bigger on the peanuts. I think that's what makes a Baby Ruth.
Nick went with Baby Ruth and Sloth's Boys.
I don't get that joke.
Jill, everybody went 100 grand, but Nick. Nick is Baby Ruth.
Oh,
I'm with you. Like, I've never been a huge fan.
100 grand. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm going 100
5.
grand.
Sorry, I have to refrain. I haven't tasted either, so
It's from the Goonies, Dean.
thank you, Nick. I'm gonna look it up. You know what else the Baby Ruth is from? That golf movie with
Caddyshack.
yeah, Caddyshack.
brilliant movie.
Yeah, you remember the Baby Ruths, Freddie,
In the pool.
in the pool?
Yeah, and
They had the empty
sound,
pool.
the sound to what do you call that movie?
Oh, Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. That was funny.
Okay. 100 grand is moving on. So that's it for the candy bar challenge this week. Next week, there's going to be a whole new group of them, and then I'll combine them for the third week. So we're doing, during the Christmas, since there's only 3 shows in December, I'm trying to theme it as Christmassy as possible. So I'm going to read you a line or two from a song, and you have to guess which song it is. Christmas songs.
We better let the chat.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Is it All I Want for Christmas Is You, Santa Tell Me, Mistletoe, or Santa Baby? I have to always sing it in my head.
Feel free to sing away there, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel,
Dean.
this is your thing. You can sing
Rachel.
all the
I
verses.
listened to this in the car this afternoon.
That's cheating.
No.
It's cheating.
So,
Oh, the chat's gonna know this.
Yeah, I mean, if you sing it in your head, you know it pretty quickly.
well, I think I know, but
Oh, you know.
okay. I
When you
know.
you know.
Yeah.
Jim says, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah.
Nick says, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
See, I think that you should be singing these little excerpts.
Me?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you sing it, Rachel?
Well, because I didn't come up with this. Maybe I don't know of a Christmas song here.
Oh, baloney. You know them.
Probably.
Work says Mariah all day. My two front teeth. Jill says, All I Want for Christmas Is You. All right. Let's reveal. That's right. Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Okay, next one.
Dean, was that your guess?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay,
I-
good.
We didn't hear you singing though, Dean.
I am telling you the truth.
You turned the sound down, that was it.
Yeah.
There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. Is it beginning to look a lot like Christmas? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Silver bells, or it's the most wonderful time of the year.
There'll be scary ghost stories and
This is
tales of the
month
glory.
Mariah gets paid.
I figured it out, but I'm not saying.
Oh,
There'll be parties.
so you'll sing the answer?
If you want.
Yeah, okay. I want.
I'm trying to think who you always hear singing that song. Jim.
Thank you, Amy, and thank you very much for shouting me out. I got over 300
Thank you, Amy.
subscribers. So between Amy and Jim, who really shouted me out big time last night, the beginning and the end of the show, I got 4 new subscribers, maybe 5
Awesome.
Yay!
last night.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Jim. That helped so much. Unfortunately, when somebody Googles my name, my channel, it goes to Sooner Girl Travels because we used to do live streams together, and she tagged me. And so until I get enough subscribers, my algorithm changes, it goes to her. So I really appreciate it. And Carol, we clan Torrance, she shouts me out. Thank you so much. It's helped a lot.
I figured out who sings this song so well. I had to think about it.
Who?
It's Andy Williams.
Did he not sing all the Christmas ones?
Yes, but this
Bing
is
Crosby.
when you think of this song, this Andy Williams all the way.
Great singer.
Yeah, they still kind of play those commercials like he's at Branson still, and he's not.
He's dead.
He's gone.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
he performed there. Yeah.
So
Andy
sing
Williams.
it, Dean.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Now
Woo!
I'm gonna
That's
turn off my camera. All red. Well, goodbye, everybody. That's how I look right now. Just
That
kidding.
was a great job, Dean.
Andy Williams performed well into his 70s, if not 80s, down in Branson, and my in-laws saw him and said he was just amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, great singer.
I would have liked to have seen him.
Yeah.
Now
He didn't get that.
his first wife. Now there's a story, but hey, we don't have time.
Hey, don't go down that road and then not finish it.
Well, he married this cute little French gal. Couldn't have weighed more than 90 pounds. It just seemed like the most innocent woman on earth, and she ends up being a killer.
Oh my
She
word.
Yeah, I thought she divorced, and she married or some guy, and I think she killed her next husband or something.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Well, I can't remember if how that all went, but
Are
she
you
was
making
not.
this up?
No, I'm not kidding. I'll research and return to you with the facts.
Oh my goodness. There's an Andy Williams Christmas show on YouTube. I think it's from 1966.
Wow, those are so
Aw.
good.
Would be good. All right, next song. What a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Is it Step Into Christmas, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Jingle Bell Rock, or Little Saint Nick?
Rachel knows.
It's Rachel's turn to sing it, so
Yeah.
No.
that's good. Jim says Jingle Bell Rock. And Jill says Jingle Bell Rock. And so does Nick.
You all know your Christmas tunes.
I know.
I'm curious if you know the old Christmas carols, though.
It's Tim. Jingle Bell Rock, he
Wow.
says.
Tim.
I should do older Christmas carols. Yeah. All right, Rachel. It is Rocking Around Christmas Tree, Brenda Lee.
Hey, Dean.
Yes, sir.
He Googled it.
She was charged with fatally shooting her boyfriend, Olympic skier Spider Savage, in Aspen, Colorado.
Yeah. Colorado. I was going to say that.
She was found guilty of criminal negligence and served 30 days in jail.
Oh my word! For killing somebody? Oh my God!
Well, Andy Williams accompanied her to court every day and supported her.
Wow.
But yes, she served 30 days in jail for criminal negligence.
Really?
I feel like something happened here. There's more to this story.
Yeah. Must be.
Someone intervened.
Yeah.
That's strange. Okay, well, Dean, you did another test.
Yeah.
Your new format.
Oh, by the way, sorry. And her attorney, she ended up marrying him.
What?
No.
Oh my! This is a movie.
Yes, her defense attorney, Ron Austin, whom she later married.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, Rachel, I think there's someone not something.
Was he the judge too?
I mean,
I'm not going to look anymore.
I would say in the vows, do you promise to love, cherish, and not kill your husband?
I do wonder if she was like in danger.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's not the way it was portrayed back then. She was, but who knows? You know.
Yeah. I'm Googling no more.
That's way too much information.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I did do another test. I did it for, I think I ran it for 10 hours, worked, well, and thank you for, all you who hopped on, Rachel, Mary Ellen, and the whole thing is, I'll sum it up this way. It's like, I can't think about what I want to do next until I do it. And so by doing it and watching it and seeing the interaction and what happened, I went, okay, I can see this is not going to work. So then I get time to think about what could I do? And I have the next day already planned. Would you like to hear?
Yeah.
Definitely.
It is not until February 3rd, and that is National Cruise Day. I may do one in between, but I am going to do one that is very focused on a category. And since cruisers are fairly big at the live place, and we have about 20 some channels that are cruise related, I'm going to have a day devoted to cruisers, and that's National Cruise Day. So it's going to be more themed around cruising, a chance to meet those live streamers. I'm hoping I can encourage them to do a few live streams special that day. And so there you go. February 3rd.
So I just assumed that the channel schedule you're showing is for everybody, not just Disney people.
It is, and it will be, but it will be boring if it's always just that, I think. And that's what I got out of watching it. So by having a theme for the day, I can go back and forth. I can show the all schedule, the all schedule, and then I can highlight some of the cruisers at the same time.
Okay.
That's my idea anyway.
Okay. I loved the nature scene and the crackling fire
Yeah.
over the space people.
Me too. I'm glad to hear you say that.
Yeah, I like the way the leaves fell into the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
That was very nice.
Nick
Yeah.
said that really took a turn. Your story.
It's very chipper.
Yeah.
Well, I just like to keep everybody informed, you know. You never know.
Just don't ever trust someone like that. So that's the show for tonight. It ended early. I thought that I had planned a whole bunch of stuff, but adding this Christmas stuff, I think, threw me off, and I didn't add enough.
It was a good show, Mary Ellen, and honestly, the candy bar is a great. That gets the emotions in it.
Wait till next week, and we'll have a whole new group, and then I'll match them up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Works. And thank you, everyone.
I need to know, though, before we go. So since Thanksgiving was last week, what was your favorite item on the table? Dessert or side dish or turkey, ham, whatever it is you do?
Well, as you know, mine was the Snicker bar and the
salad.
I won't bore you anymore with the whole details, but it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But I enjoy food anyway, to be quite honest. So
yeah, I'm rather fond of it as well.
You know,
my sister made homemade ginger snaps and then had this homemade whipped cream that you dip in it to offset the tough ginger part. And I think that was my favorite.
What about you, Rachel?
Oh, pumpkin pie with maple mousse. Delicious.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's interesting to me how in different regions, different things are popular.
Yes. I mean, look at John. He had escargot and smoked striped bass.
Wow. Well, the next thing you know is he'll like snails.
Or frog's legs.
It has to be at the sea.
I don't know if I've had escargot, but smoked strip bass. Boy, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, I love bass. I love sea bass. So that sounds pretty good. That smoked strip bass.
Yeah. I've had Chilean sea bass.
Oh, that's right. You said that you really like that.
Yeah, it's from
Escargot. You've never had an escargot, Dean?
I have not.
It's
pretty good. I it's plenty of garlic on it. You know what I mean? It's people are ignorant to the fact, and they think it's first thing snails, and it's snails you get in the garden, and which it's not. You know what I mean? No. I got them when I worked offshore, and then we had this guy who was brilliant, and they actually came separate. The actual snails came, and then the shells came. And then he cooked. He done them in butter and garlic, and then he set them inside the shells, and then you went up and you got your plate, and you had your wee,
your little fork,
your wee pin to get them out. So they were really nice. Like I quite enjoyed them. Like, and the frog's legs,
Is it a weird texture?
Company. So
did she ask you a question?
Sorry.
Is it a weird texture?
No, not really, Rachel. No, I think it's all in the way you think how if you don't really let it bother you that much. I know it's hard, but I quite enjoyed them.
Yeah, I unfortunately overthink my food. I had lamb once, but I cried after I ate it. It was delicious, but I can't do it again.
Oh, John makes it.
Huh?
And his mom made it very well. I don't know if he means the legs or the escargot.
I think he might mean the frog legs.
It's the butter that makes
Although
it.
that, yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
the escargot.
That's the escargot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he must mean escargot then.
I agree with you. You have to have the butter or
Well, this guy done it butter and they had
the garlic.
the garlic. You know what I mean? And I'm not. I don't mind garlic in small. You know, I'm not very strong, but he just done it perfect. You know, and the butter and the garlic, and I enjoyed it. Like,
Nice.
I wouldn't go out and order it every time. It was just they were on the menu, and I thought, right, give it, let's go. When in France, as they say. You know?
So I just want to say tonight is Freddie will be leaving tomorrow to go back to Ireland. So he won't be back for a few months. So this is his last show for a while.
Freddie, it's a treat to be with you on these live streams, and we are going to miss you. And so you better get back here ASAP.
Oh, I enjoy it. Listen, I enjoy it, and everybody that comes in, I really enjoy it. It's good fun, and I like it, you know. And you know, the bottom line is just it's a bit of fun and a few questions, and you know, you either know the answer or you don't. You know, I love quizzes. I played quizzes, a lot of quizzes over the years, and I used to help a guy run it. We used to do it every week for years ago for charities every Friday night, and I just love it. Like, you know what I mean?
John said, Freddie, it was a pleasure.
But hopefully I can get in even from back home. I can come in. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
That would be great.
It'll be late, like Carol, but
Yeah.
he's gonna try.
Yeah.
Maybe a few less tornado warnings.
Yeah. So I was just reminding him tonight. Remember, you started out your visit in the bathroom from tornadoes.
Well, I was wondering what this strange message was on my phone. Go to the bathroom, and I thought,
how do they know?
this phone, this is some phone. This like.
What an app. You're right. I have to go.
So thank you everybody for joining. It really, I have so much fun, and I appreciate every one of you and for getting me over 300 subs. Woo-hoo. And whoop, whoop.
We just need a hand. We need to get this boy out of that Christmas tree. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an elf.
If you see his legs here, I don't know.
You can't. Here, I'll show you. He's stuck in the Christmas tree. I think our name's in the way, but here.
I feel sorry for him.
Oh yeah. That's nice.
So every time you walk by, his legs go like that, like he's stuck in the tree. It drives the cat crazy, but
Drives me crazy. I think there is somebody in the tree.
Nice.
So good night, everybody. We'll have another show next week, and we'll do 8 more rounds of candy bars and move on down the road. Jilly says, bye, Freddie. Hope to see you next time. Yeah, we meant to get together, didn't we, Jilly? But it just didn't happen. All right. Good night.
Be sure to check out the other channels here in the chat. They're shouting us out. Go ahead and check out their shows as well.
That's right.
Yes. Amy, AJC Magic TV, Jim, More Sunshine, Please, and Carol, We Clan Torrance. They've been shouting me out. I'm sure you all have tried to spread the word. And of course, Dean. Dean shouted me out on his live stream, his live test.
Yeah.
Is that cruise ships you're talking about, Dean, is it?
Cruising on cruise ships, yes.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I hope so. I got
Good
time.
Night, Jim. Good night, Jim.
Good night,
Jim. Good night, everybody. Yeah.